From May 2009 until February 2010, the Minnesota National Guard's 34th Red Bull Infantry Division provided command and control of military forces in the southern third of Iraq. The area known as U.S. Division South is geographically about the size of Minnesota and is the largest military sector in Iraq. Headquartered at Contingency Operating Base Basra, more than 1,200 citizen soldiers led a force of approximately 14,000 U.S. service members throughout 9 of Iraq's 18 provinces. More than 1,200 citizen soldiers representing 275 Minnesota communities and 14 states deployed with the Red Bulls. 4 hometown Minnesota National Guard units deployed. The 34th Infantry Division's main command post from Rosemount, the 34th Infantry Division Special Troops Battalion from Inver Grove Heights in Faribault, the 34th Infantry Division Band from Rosemount, and the 34th Military Police Company from Stillwater.
I was just with them, and they have been spectacular. And what they've done in Basra, they've really become the model for this Advise and Assist Brigade. And General Nash and his troops are, as you know, incredibly proud of what they've done, and they really have been magnificent.
Well, thank you. Rick Nash is one of my heroes, as are those men and women in the Guard, not just the Minnesota Guard, but as you know, the Red Bulls stretches beyond that.
The Red Bulls provided command and control for a total of 7 active component Army brigades, an active component Combat Aviation Brigade, and a National Guard Combat Aviation Brigade during the tour. These brigades had direct partnerships with more than 40,000 Iraqi security force members, which included the Iraqi Army, the Iraqi Air Force, the Iraqi Police, and the Department of Border Enforcement.
Forces, with the support and assistance of the 34th Infantry Division, have stabilized Basra and paved the way for foreign investors to come to our province. Basra has very important economic potentials. It is the only seaport in Iraq that is Qusar Port. Basra is the second largest city in Iraq after Baghdad. The 34th Infantry Division helped provide many job opportunities to the people of Basra, and this has motivated and encouraged them financially in a direct and quick way.
The Red Bulls completed their mission during a critical period of Iraq's history by accomplishing 3 major objectives. First, ensuring that Iraqi security forces could establish security and protect their population and borders in southern Iraq. Next, the Red Bulls assisted the government of Iraq in building civil capacity and economic well-being. And finally, the 34th Division set the conditions for a successful drawdown of U.S. forces in their area of responsibility.
They actually achieved some of the best partnered relationships that we had throughout our time in multinational Corps Iraq.
The Red Bulls left southern Iraq knowing that the Iraqi security forces could address challenges head-on. Soldiers and leaders at all levels embraced the mission of partnering to achieve a stable, sovereign, and self-sufficient Iraqi security force.
The security has been changed since the Charge of the Nights operation. Basra became more stable since the 34th Infantry Division started working here. Its support and coordination with the Iraqi forces has had a positive reflection on the citizens' life and the local government in Basra, as well as the political parties.
Through partnerships with Iraqi leaders and the 9 provincial reconstruction teams throughout U.S. Division South, the 34th Red Bull Infantry Division was able to accomplish much in the area of building civil capacity and economic well-being.
Cleaning services, streets, rivers, building schools, and power stations like generators. All these are in their plan. One important thing I want to mention: they have built 3 big local markets in Basra City. They built these markets and handed it over to the Basra authorities, could rent it to people. There was huge support from the Americans to the economy, and the best proof of this is a bazaar here on Ka Basra, run by Iraqis, providing a better life to them.
They did a wonderful job embracing their provincial reconstruction teams. Now, I look through the south and I see some of the most solid civil capacity progress right there in M&D South's area of operations. They brought a unique attitude and skill set to civil capacity development, which I think was appropriate for their area of operations, and I think bore real fruit.
Soldiers of the 34th Red Bull Infantry Division recognized that they were on the edge of a great success during a historic period for Iraq. The Red Bulls embraced this changing role and set the conditions for a successful drawdown of U.S. military forces.
The 14th Iraqi Army Division worked hard with its counterpart, the 34th Infantry Division, to make Basra safe and to maintain the security and to create a truly safe environment. Basra is probably the safest place in Iraq because of the training, the exchange of information with professional Iraqi soldiers, and through the use of technological equipment in the 14th Division.
Through the professionalism of the soldiers and support of their hometown communities, employers, and families, the Red Bulls completed their mission with success and honor.